to touch on today is alignment, and what does that mean, and what does it mean for you in relation to the way you go about your daily life, and to what we want to achieve in life, in business, and achieving those goals, achieving those physical things. When we look at energy, everything physical is energy. Our body, our clothes, our desk, our houses, it's all energy that just vibrates at a different frequency. Sound is a frequency. Physical things are all different frequencies. When we look at wood down to its finest molecule, it's not a solid mass. So you can see the energy in between those mass particles, and they vibrate at a certain frequency to hold that together as wood. So when we look at aligning ourselves up, what that means is aligning our energy to the things that we want to achieve. So when we look at this, if we want to achieve a goal, and we have what I would call goals that we're in alignment with and goals that we are not in alignment with. And what does that mean? So for example, if I said to you, your goal this week is to go out and earn $10,000. A goal that we are not in alignment with is $10,000 would be nice, but what doesn't really mean much to me if I don't put some energy, some momentum, some desires behind it. So, it would be knowing where that $10,000 is going to, what it's going to cover. Is it going to go to bills? Is it going to go into savings? Is it going to go for a trip overseas? Where is it actually going to be allocated to? And when we have it allocated to something that's meaningful for us, that's when it gives it more energy, more desires. It gives it its purpose. It gives it its why. When we have a goal that we are not in alignment with, and it can be exactly the same goal here, just say it was take the $10,000. If you have no idea on what you're going to use it for, if it doesn't really bother you whether you get it or you don't, there's no drive behind it, there's no momentum, there's no energy behind that goal. So you are not going to be in alignment with something that you don't have that why, that desire behind. This is why I really encourage, for those of you that are in business, to really look at your business and feel the purpose, the desire, the need and the want behind what you're achieving or what you're wanting to achieve. And is it in alignment with you and what you want? And when it is, you will find that things unfold so much easily because there is that energy match happening there. And how we stay in alignment, or how do we know? Besides what we've just discussed, I understand there is what we call our emotional guidance system. And with our emotional guidance system, it lets us know whether we are further away from our desires and our wants and our needs, or closer to. When we look at our emotions, we feel love, joy, elation, anger, sadness, and all these in between and beyond. When we look at what we feel are the positive ones, love, joy, and all these sort of things, that gives us a sense of an indication that we are on track with our goals, with our desires, with our wants, with our needs. When we're feeling the opposite, despair, anger, frustration, that's when we are not congruent with our end purpose, with our goal, with our desire. Our energy is off. We can't manifest, we can't obtain our goals from a place of anger, of not feeling great. But then it goes one step further. They're our emotional guidance system. But our physical and our emotional sides of us, they don't separate. So when we hold an emotion for long enough, we feel it in our body. We know this when it comes to that feeling of nervousness that we feel in our stomach as butterflies. But it can go further than that. So when we feel good, we have high energy, we are buzzing, we feel that joy physically within us, we're healthy, we're vibrant. When we're sitting more on the negative side, we feel that too, whether it manifests as headaches, whether it's physical pain in our body somewhere, dis-ease or discomfort. These are all our physical body telling us that something is not congruent with us. Something isn't in alignment with us and that we need to really address and change. It's not our bodies, suffering or aging. It's just telling us that something doesn't feel right for you. And for you to have a look into it and see what that is. It's kind of a GPS, so to speak, and telling us whether we are on the right track or whether we need to, to deviate our plan to get back onto the right route to our destination. So I invite you today to have a look at this for you and your business. Are your goals in alignment with you and what you want and your desire and your beliefs and your whys? Or do we need to put some more momentum behind it? Do we need to get a bit more clarity around the reason we want things? Sometimes the actual goal itself may not need to change, but just more clarity and definition behind it. The more information that you have behind why you want to achieve your goals or how you want to, not necessarily how, but it is more what your goals look like in the most detail. When you really get down to that detail, you start to feel it within your core being on what it would be like to have that. So that's what I invite you to today. Get to have a look and get curious around yourself and your goals.